That is so ricky for me. I literally just had a whole spiel, sat out here for about 25-30 minutes. And then I looked for one, I don't know why. I thought everything was good. I plugged it in. It flashed green for a second. 30 minutes later, look back at the microphone. That bitch off. That's hilarious. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now and heads, how y'all doing? How y'all been? It's been a minute, not really. But like I was saying, literally the entirety of week 2 and like week 3, I basically scratched because there was nothing there. It was just a lot of like just blank, empty thoughts. I was just trying to say something, and then gym lifts. But it's like, that's not what I'm trying to do. It's not supposed to be just empty talking and just gym. Like, I'm a chef. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of my content does have to do with the gym, and that's because most of my chefing content, like, since I don't work for myself, and like my kitchen's not, I'm not gonna say my kitchen's not massive, I just don't know how to like put angles in there yet, or like catch certain angles of certain stuff whenever I make food. So it was very daunting, and I was trying to like do all of that, and then also try to like figure out what I can eat off the meal plan that I got, and then I had to cook everything. But again, I was trying not to cook everything because I wanted to eat something different each and every time, but then I wanted to record what I was eating every single time. So like I would eat, or I would make the food, or I would get the idea of what to get, I would set it up, but then I would start to cook. But because I was so hungry, I wouldn't really care. So then I'm ended up cooking and eating, and I'm like, damn, I should have recorded that part. Which is why y'all get like those little glimpses and stuff. But then I'll probably start to record, mess up, not even mess up, just keep recording, and then move from the area that I'm recording in to continue to do something, to continue to cook, but forget that I'm recording. So now I'm just cooking because I'm hungry. And yeah, so like being hungry just kept on getting in the way of a lot of the stuff. So I really had to like stop, take a step back, recalibrate everything, look at the meal plan, look at my macros and what I can and can't get out of what I have, right? And that was all of week 2, really. It was literally just a giant tug of war between me and my stomach and my brain. And once I got out of that, that's when we got into week 3. Now, week 3 was great, which is basically this past week. Week 3 was perfect. Like, hunger's not really much. Like, your basic regular hungry. But mind you, I'm still eating at a caloric deficit, so it's like my hunger is not really hungry. And so I was doing that all week, right? So I was like, damn, okay, I'm actually locked in for it. And then the weekend came, and then like Tuesday came, and the Wolf's Gym, they started posting up on Instagram, like, you know what I mean, open gym this weekend, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, oh shit, cool. Like, not only am I locking in, right, I get to lock in, I also get to go to a new gym and then like try to like, put myself out there over there. Valid, you feel me? Valid. Ugh. So much brighter. Go back there. Ooh, missed this too. So like I said, so I'm like, yeah, bet. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? I take the weekend off. I get my hair did. These boys got hair done. Sorry. Damn. I left that. Y'all was way down here. I'm so sorry. So like I said, the weekend comes. So yeah, we're going through the week. I'm just hungry. So I'm not really stressing, but I'm just hungry. And then I'm getting into that mental part of like, damn, I'm just hungry. Do I really want to do this? Because again, I'm just hungry. I'm used to just eating whatever I want to eat and looking how I want to look. You feel me? So now that like I actually gotta like pay attention, because intuitive eating is one thing. You can eat great and then one day just not eat a lot and just be like, all right, cool, I'm just gonna get my calories in and still get a fat burger and fries. And probably like, that's not healthy, but like if you eat literally an avocado toast, yogurt, fruit, and oatmeal like all day, and then the only thing like massively heavy you eat is at night, it kind of offsets. That's why they say intuitive eating. But intuitive eating, again, it's not solid, because you think intuitively of what you ate prior to now what you're gonna eat now and what you can eat to then alternate. Yeah, so it was a lot, which is why meal plans are very helpful and very structured. And hey, if you ain't got a meal plan, you feel me, hit me up. You feel me? Hey, this is Chef Hussle. You give me your meal plan, I do this for you. You ain't gotta sit there for a week and a half running your rack in your brain trying to figure out what you can and can't eat, why you're hungry and why you can't do this, because all you want to do is just eat food. You feel me? I will do that for you. because I just went through that for literally a week and a half. So, yeah, that's all I was saying. So, the gym's going around. We get the meal plan. I'm just racking, trying to figure out what I can and can't eat because I'm hungry. And I don't know. So, like, and then it finally dawned on me, like, bro, you work in the kitchen. I'm trying to sit here and cook each and every single meal at home before I get to work. I'll just bring the food to work. And then I even thought about asking my manager, like, if I just gave like $10, can I just use the produce for the week and just get as much produce as I possibly need? Because I literally work in the kitchen with an industrial oven, like 3 industrial ovens, 2 industrial boilers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 top burner, and a whole salamander, and then some steamers and some other stuff. Like, I don't have to cook at home. Just put it into a bag, separate everything else, literally mise en place it, and just take it to the spot. Which is crazy because that's what I wanted to do, because knowing that I work in, like, I stay in an apartment, but like I wanted to rent out a ghost kitchen, which is basically just renting out a kitchen, and then all of like my food and the meal prep stuff will come from the kitchen. I just work there. That's basically what I would be doing anyway. So I basically just got a small glimpse of what I would be doing, like literally in a year and a half, like a year and a half. Bro, don't even play with me right now. Get on. That's the mosquito. Mosquitoes need to go back into hibernation. I don't care. Anyway. So yeah, so I'll bring my food out. I'll bring my food to work. And then once I did that, everything just became easier. Like, I just asked to borrow the veggies and the fruits if I needed it. Bro, get on. Where is he? Bryce. I'm out here in a jacket. I ain't gonna lie to you, because if not, he would have got me. He most definitely would have got me if I had any short sleeve and shorts on. It would have been a wrap. About to put my hood on. This ain't gonna get my back and my neck too, cuz. Trending case. Alright, so like I was saying, yep, I'm Chef Hussle. I'm here for all of your meal prep competition, wedding dress, shoot, postpartum, I want to feel better about myself, activities, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit me up. Our chef, I coach, and do it all, baby. We can get you looking right, eating right, feeling right. We'll get you there. Now, back to the story. So once I started cooking everything there, of course, everybody's like, why don't you eat what we have? Because I can't. And then they're like, yeah, well. Actually, what is that? There's no way you got my ear. No, okay, you didn't get my ear. I was just itchy. Now the mosquito's gone, heads up and everything. Yeah, so I would take my food and I just make it at work. And then now that I have like more access to like a lot more produce, and my seasoning the food was still technically the same, which is fine because I never really used like, everything I used was either no salt or like low sugar type, because as a chef it's easier to add it into there than it is to add what's already into there, and you can probably add too much and just mess up everything. So yeah, so my seasonings are basically the same. Sugar, I was using stevia for a minute, stevia and monk fruit for a minute anyway prior to that, unless it had to do with like baking and stuff. And even then, I'm not a baker. I am not a baker, so I'm going straight off the box. I'm saying 2 tablespoons of sugar, a cup of sugar, whatever that box say, that's what I put on there. All right, if I wanted more sweet, I would just add more sweet, but that's the only time I would use actual sugar. And then when I made sweet tea, but that don't count. I don't make sweet tea too much anymore. Actually, I used to make it a lot, but not as much anymore. So yeah. So with all that, again, I was basically just doing what I wanted to do anyway, which was buy the food at the grocery store, take it to the kitchen, cook it, wrap it up, and then be able to deliver it, which is what I want, which is basically my entire business plan now. And so that clicked. So now I'm at home just thinking of like, again, so now we have the burger salad. Now we have, this, I call it a jambalaya because it's literally just like onions, peppers, garlic, rice, and chicken. Again, it's with Cajun seasoning. Like, it's not really jambalaya because it doesn't have the sausage drippings or shit like that. But like, kind of the basis of a jambalaya. What else? Oh, like I said, we're trying to do the fish tacos. For like breakfast is 9 times out of 10. That's the only, like, meal 2 has always been the most simplest and basic thing. It's always going to be chicken and rice, just because it's just easier and it's simpler. Because when I'm right after the gym, and I go to H&S. H&S is about 25-30 minute drive. All right, and the cool thing about H&S, and that I find and I kind of enjoy, is that even though it's far, I don't know anybody else that doesn't drive a decent amount. You know what I'm saying? Like, typically you would normally drive, like, this is like 10 minutes in the city is different than 10 minutes on the highway, of course. So when you hit 10 minutes on the highway and then you get there, I don't know. I just don't know anybody who drives anything less than 10 minutes to get there. Let's see. Yeah, so that's why I go to H&S. And then because it just has stuff. It just has that vibe. You feel me? Like, Alpha Land is cool. I definitely fuck with Alpha Land. I've been to Believe. I haven't been to Vice. I haven't been to Compound. I haven't been to Redcon. And I haven't been to fuck. It's like Apex. Is it Apex? No. What's the red one? It's Alpha Land, H&S, Compound Gym, Vice, Believe, Rise, is it Absolute Recon? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. If you know gyms in the Texas area, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the red one. Yeah, it's the red one. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I haven't been to those. But the massive vibe I get between literally mostly all of them. And this is also coming off of me also going to the Wolf event, grand opening. The Wolf one is great. They have a lot of bodybuilder pieces. I believe the Wolf, which isn't surprising considering that Rough Diesel owns it. So it being a bodybuilder gym, I mean, it makes sense. Like, it's literally made from the mind of a bodybuilder. So it's going to be like more biased of bodybuilders. And I do apologize. You got the homie Kobe. Kobe he had a membership, and again, I went on the opening day. So he hit me on the story and was like, "Yo, show me the powerlifting area." So I'm like, "All right, cool. I got the homie. Like, I'm here. Fuck it, why not?" So I go and ask one of the manager dudes, because I had the big camera. And then when I first walked in, they asked if I was media, and I just said, "Yeah, it was only 10 minutes. I don't care." But yeah, you walk around with a camera, you can probably get into places a lot easier and a lot easier than you really think. So I asked him to show me around and see if we can find a powerlifting area. And he was like, okay. And so, he took me around and all this other stuff. So the powerlifting area, and I don't know if y'all saw on their Instagram, but they had the pool that they filled in, which leads to the back. They were gonna put the powerlifting area in the back, but they changed that and turned it into a group training area / High Rocks type thing. And then put the powerlifting area over on the front right side cove type thing. But it's not really a powerlifting area, you see. Because yes, they do have racks. They have full combo racks. No kilos. No platforms. No. What is that metal? It's that weird little metal like thing that you can lift up and lift down for squats and squats and benches. You know what I'm talking about? If you're a powerlifter, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you go to the gym, you know what I'm talking about. They ain't got them. So yes, he said, man, I'm pissed as fuck. That shit trash. I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry. But even though, yes, it's a bodybuilder gym, it's cool. But like the other ones, Alpha Land is it's a creator's gym. And I say it's a creator's gym because like if you're there, if you're in Texas and you want to create, 9 times out of 10, hands down, go to Alpha Land. Straight up. There are so many people, so many avenues, so many niches, just so many. You feel me? So like you can literally just go there, grab your camera, and find one other person, and literally have a whole conversation and just make a video of that. All right, Alpha Land is where the content is going to be, regardless, even if you don't. And HNS is the same thing, but it's like it's established content. You know what I'm saying? Like Alpha Land, you can go and just freeform and just wing it. I ain't gonna lie, you can literally just go to Alpha Land and wing it, pull out the camera, turn record, press record, and whatever happens is gonna happen. It's gonna be you can post it if you want to. At HNS, it's not like that. Everybody there is like they're to themselves and they're to a plan or a shot list or something. Like it just seems more organized and like, you feel me, like cubicle like. And I kind of like that because I don't care. I've been shooting this shit for like 2 years. That's some clever lift. I've been recording on the camera for 2 years. That still doesn't make it any easier. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting excited because now I can actually, I can breathe again. And for some reason, there was a reason why we couldn't breathe for a minute, but I'm able to breathe again. You feel me? And one of the streets that I pass is Rankin Road. Now, I don't know if anybody knows what's also by Rankin Road, but Rankin Road is also the street that was it's Infinity. Wasn't shit, I'm not surprised. Rankin Road is the same street that the Lighthouse North Church is also on, which is ran by Pastor Keon Henderson. Last Saturday, because again, I drove to a gym that was farther than the church. So you mean to tell me that you can drive past? Yeah, you see it. So you know what happened the next day? I drove my bus ass up to church, and I get into church, and I don't think I've ever like John 3:16. Probably the most I'll remember right there. But 1 Kings 4-9. Elijah was like, well, I am no better than my ancestors, cuz just kill me right now, buddy. Like I did all this, and you telling me this one chick get mad, so she gonna send me a text and tell me she gonna have her friends jump me? But I'm tired of this, bro. Just kill me, bro. And he just took a sleep, and he went to sleep. How you gonna say kill me and then take a nap? Right. Alright, cool. So bro's like, bro, I'm just gonna take a nap. I'm gonna sleep right here. He's like, I'm just gonna sleep right here. Go to sleep. The angel come like, hey, buddy, I'm gonna need you to eat this right here. Right. You look over, it's just some water, some bread. Mind you, before this though, there was a raven, like he was praying for food, and then a raven brought meat. So apparently that was a thing. So he had the meat from the raven earlier. Now he got the bread and the water, right? So he just ate a little bit of the bread, a little bit of water, went back to sleep. Angel was like, nah, cuz wake up. You gotta eat some more, bro. Because what you don't know is like this finna basically satiate you for the next 40 days and 40 nights. So when PK said that, you feel me? I just happened, mind you. My mom told me to lock in that Saturday. I go to church that Sunday. I hear that scripture. That's the most. And again, he ate it, and he had the most strength to go up to the mountain for the next 40 days and 40 nights. And then he also outran horses and chariots on feet. I want you to say that to yourself. Horses and chariot on feet as a man. After eating in 40 days or 39 days and 39 nights. Out random. You feel me? I just happened to look at the date. 41 days until June 6th. Well, so I'm gonna tell you right now. If I don't win this year, if I don't win this competition, I'm raising everything. But I don't give a fuck. I'm putting everything and all I got in this motherfucking package, because there's no way all of that lines up to equal out to that. Not only that, remember, I was able to just realize how I can be able to eat and be able to like eat less but still stay full for the next 40 days and 40 nights. Well, anyway, that was my coffee chat. As you can see, this shit's about to get sent because it's not up to me right now. I'm sending it, I'm putting it all out there, and I'm giving it all up there to him, and I'm gonna call it a day. So, appreciate y'all for hanging out with me this far. If y'all listened to this far, if y'all actually like, you know what I'm saying, again, if you got to this far, because we was literally just sitting out here talking and drinking coffee. Hey, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead again. Comment rice down in the comment section if you gotten that far, because rice is very useful. And especially in bodybuilding, you gotta figure out how to be useful with what you got and be creative with what you got. Because, boy, oh boy, for some way, somehow, some reason, you doing it. And it's not for a mistake. So, hey, catch y'all next time. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Remember, never trust a skinny chef. That don't mean he gotta be fat. Peace.